over onto our charts here, you can see, well, it's about that time for the Nasdaq to come in and hit this target that we have been looking at here for quite a few days, the 14056s. So we've been talking about this in the pre-US videos for the last while. This is a big level here, coming back to the low of, what was that, January this last year, actually January last year, the low January, sorry, 20th, and then it was in the high of August of last year. And so it's been a while, but here we are back again. So 14056 is half. I think it's going to be quite a bit of resistance here once we hit it. Now, as we saw yesterday on these markets, we were really getting pushed and pulled all over the place on, the debt limit talks. Are they going to do it? Are we facing a default? Are they going to be able to extend the debt limit, or open it up? So we were really, like, for the Dow, I think is probably the most indicative sort of chart that we were looking at yesterday. I mean, we were bouncing off of the CVH 32,720s here, one, two, three times. Really after the open, we had, really two major tests here, but there was multiple occasions where you could have been looking for longs on this, getting it back to VWAP, looking for the P-val at the time, and then come back down, and it was messy, very tight range here. So invariably, we're still in there now and capped at 32,871s on the Dow, and there's not much more to talk about really there on equities, but some positive tones coming through about getting this debt limit passed. And so that's going to be Spoozy holding here 41.52s even. No problem to hit 41.76s in this session, and then back up to the 41.97s there, right? So oil, yeah, oil really was a bit of a heartbreaker yesterday. We were looking at some pretty decent levels on oil. The QP val 71.89s. And you can see if I go down to the 30-minute chart here on oil, we did, I'm actually going to get, well, hold on a sec. The 71.89s, we hit off of that and had a really nice bid back up here, but then back to VWAP, down she goes, new lows on the session. So, in this APAC session here, we've seen the buying come in 71.50s, and, up we are here on the high 72.50s on the PVAH. Really nice trading to be done yesterday, I have to say, on the shorts. And the long here, yeah, these longs were nice, although short-lived, not massive trades, but I mean, you could make some serious money. It's all size related, but on pretty decent conservative targets there. I mean, just initially long that you're looking at, yeah, I mean, you get 66 ticks out of that back to VWAP. It was about 100, sorry, it was about 84 ticks. Well, 6 ticks a risk, no one's doing that. 10 ticks, though, you're doing about 8 to 4. So really not a trade to be sneezed at. And then for if you were short the CVAH here, which a few of the guys in Duggan Capital were, 73, was it 30s, riding that thing down to where we wanted to here, get on the longs, then you're looking at something a whole lot bigger. You're looking on 10 ticks of risk, you're looking at 14 to 1 on that trade, right? That's 2,800 per single contract traded. All right. So yeah, I think we're going back up to test on the highs here. So let's see. But would I buy it here? God, no. Would I buy 71.89s again? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But I prefer actually we get 71.48s long and then get back up here. All right. So that's kind of detailed here on oil today. Look, gold, it's been a heartbreaker. Yesterday got absolutely wrecked on that GDP number, and everyone really asking what is going on with gold. And so, yeah, it was a heartbreak. And some of the videos I put out on TikTok about gold were, you got to watch out for the 1982s getting soft, and indeed it did get soft, and we broke down. So for me, I actually think we kind of need to come down to this 1927s on gold here. So just be on the lookout for that. Should this dollar now bounce off of this 2017 high that it's just kind of almost gotten on the downside there. See that? So we've kind of broken above that 2017 high yesterday. Well, held above it and broke above it 2 days ago. So we pulled back 103 spot 82s. Hasn't technically traded yet, but you can see already the excess on the lows coming in there. So I think should we test that level, we could even break, but I think it will firm up, and then we'll be chucks ahoy to the upside at 104 spot 51s. Jason's going to be loving that as he has been long this thing all the way up here. So yeah, what else? Bitcoin, I mean, no, it's dead. It's trading 26s. I think it's got further downside to go, and resistance at 27,650s on the upside. And Nat Gas is actually kind of interesting where it sits here. Seeing just that usual bit of selling on the pullback on VWAP down to the P-Valve, picking up some buyers. I think generally it's going to be interesting to see how we finish today on Nat Gas around the support set 2 spot 426s, and we could maybe get back up to the 2 spot 53s probably either today or next week. Otherwise, if we break 2 spot 426s, down we go, and in a major way, 2 spot 395s is the next stop to the downside there. All right, that's it. Listen, have a great weekend. Best of luck. Take care.